Excuse me, man. So what's good, y'all, man? I'm back with another video. Back out here in nature, man. Man, it ain't nothing better than getting out here chilling in nature, man. Just come out here, chilling your phone, listen to music, whatever the fuck you trying to do. You know, it's better than lying down in the bed on your phone. I know that. You know, it's better than just sitting in front of a damn TV all day. Just come out here. You don't even gotta be out here all day, 30 minutes to an hour, just chilling your phone. You do whatever, man. Sometimes I get out here, you know, the same shit that I do at home, I do it out here. If I want to watch a movie on my phone, I come out here and watch a movie on my phone, man. Just get my headphones, turn that bitch up, you know. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Or I get on YouTube, watch me a couple videos, whatever. You know. You don't gotta be no long, drawn out. You know, you don't gotta be out here for damn like your whole day, but you know, 30 minutes. It's like a workout. Look at it as a workout or something, like an inner workout, you know, a spiritual workout, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. But really, on my way up here, I was just thinking about a video to record, and the first thing that hit my mind was religion. Right? Now, I believe in God, I believe in all that, but based off of my experiences, God has nothing to do with religion. Now, the people that run the matrix, that run this world that we live in, this fucked up world that we live in, they came up with religion to a bogus ass viewpoint on what God really is. Like, they gave us a book and said that people talk to God. Like, I don't know, man. Like, to me, like, it's kind of like it be half truths in it. It be truths and it be some bullshit in it at the same time. But like, I ain't saying like don't live your life, because people do use the Bible as a foundation. Like, it is truth to it. Like, you know, it's a couple scriptures, you know, that I come across, and it just be having me thinking, right? But it's like when you start to raise your consciousness, though, like when you start to, you know, come across different knowledge, it's like certain shit, like it just start to, like, you will know what sound true and what's not true. Like, now, I be having talks with my family and all that, like my uncle and shit. Like, we be having long talks about this shit too, right? Before he went across the state, but he used to be in his joint preaching about the Bible or whatever. I don't know if he you know, believe in the Bible and none of that, but I do know he believe in God and stuff like that. But one thing I want to talk about is the world that we live in is made for you to, it paint this picture that God is something outside of you. Like you was made to worship somebody, or you was made to look for God outside of yourself. And that's why majority of the time, like, it be people that don't believe in God, what they call atheists or agnostic or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It be people that be having a hard time finding God, or, you know, they don't have no relationship with God, or, you know, and stuff like that. But one thing that the Bible do say is that, what it say, in different versions of the Bible, it's gonna say different things. And some might say that God is within you, the kingdom of God is within you. I know it's Luke 17:12 21, 22 or something like that. It's something like that, and it's like some other verses that I came across too. But even if you're religious and stuff like that, like you could just come across certain shit and you just put two and two together. Like people really believe that it's a man sitting up there in the clouds, right? But then at the same time, you'll believe that space exists. So one of them gotta go, cause how is this like I don't know, man. Like it just certain shit that you think about, man. When you start to raise your consciousness, like what? So are you saying that if God is up there looking down on all of us, what about if you believe that space exists too? Like what happens if you go all the way out into space? If it exists, are you gonna see him, or like where are you gonna end up at? Or is it that God is way beyond space? Like is he like on? Like it just be some shit that I be thinking about, man. Alright, man, y'all better get the fuck on, man. These motherfucking squirrels and shit, man. Y'all better get the fuck. I'm trying to make a video for my niggas, man. Put these niggas on. But anyway, man, like I was saying though, before these motherfucking squirrels interrupted me, it's like people they look everywhere other than within themselves for God. Like and like a while ago, like it's a lot of things that we do on a daily basis that hinders our relationship or that connection with God. Like, you know, now sex is not a bad thing. Sex is not a bad thing, but when you start to overly do it, when you start to overdo it, and you starting to have sex with just any and everybody, now that's when you starting to go outside the will of God, because now you taking a sacred practice. Now you starting to treat yourself like shit. Now you just passing your sacred energy out to everybody who like you don't even know if they deserve you or not, right? Like who gives a fuck if people clown you or not being cool or something? Like it's not. Now people making it a cool thing to have sex with other females. Hey man, hey squirrel, you better get the fuck on, man. Hey, motherfucker squirrel trying to drop shit, man. Get the fuck, man. This is my tree. The fuck? Motherfucker keep dropping shit, man. But anyways, like I was saying, like I made a video a while ago. It was saying something about sexual immorality leads you outside the will of God. Now basically, if you don't know, like if you a male out there, your semen, your seed, it actually kind of connects you to God. Like it's like a life force energy that it connects you to help you focus on whatever you want, or you know, whatever God's will is for your life. It kind of lines you up with that. Now if you always having sex with a lot of females and stuff like that, or you just wasting your energy, you know, it could possibly land you in a situation to just misery, man. Like I know a lot of people who, like I know in high school, man, like niggas used to brag about having a lot of bodies, or that's what they used to call it, having a lot of bodies. Like that's what they, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call it, having 20, 30 bodies, and you only with damn near like 18, 19. And people think that's cool. Like, anytime you go back and forth with a nigga or something like that, they be like, nigga, I fuck more bitches than you. I fuck more this and that. My nigga, is that all you care about, my nigga? But later on down the line, these be the niggas that don't really accomplish nothing in life, because that's all you focus on is having sex with a female. Like, that's your main focus. Like, you not worrying about, you know, grinding, you know, elevating in life. Because when you letting your energy out, you not elevating. You actually going down. Like you You know what I mean, man? These females out here be carrying some funny energy. These males too, man. And you gonna have to depend on other people. Like, it's an energy thing, man. It's an energy thing, man. But like I was saying though, it's a lot of things that we do. Like, it's food too. Like, even food, like a lot of food, it kind of, it could disturb your energy too. But we ain't gonna talk too much because I make other videos about, that. But, it's other shit too, like the news. Like, the news is really pointless. Like, you don't need the news. Like I wanna make a whole separate video about the news. But the news, all they do is promote negative, bogus ass shit on the news. Like, most of the shit don't even be real. They just use it to feed you or to program you with shit that you don't even need, like getting the vaccine. Like, they will come up with all these commercials, TV, like they will put all these type of commercials on it to make you scared, and then that'll make you think like, oh shit, is actually, let me go ahead and get that. Oh, somebody died. Oh my goodness, I don't want to leave out there. Like, it just made for you to just live in a negative state your whole life. Like, I just see people just, like, even my grandparents, they do the same thing. Like, every morning, wake up and watch the news. But when I be like, why you watching the news? They be like, it's for the weather. Man, it's weather apps on your phone. Like, that's what I do. Anytime I check the weather, I look on my phone. Like, before, I used to watch the news for the weather, for the forecast and shit like that. But now I'm like, I don't even watch the news anymore, cause I don't want to program myself with the negative shit that, cause you just start on your, like, it's kind of like a visual affirmation. Anytime you wake up, like, I can't remember what it's called, but I think it says something about when you going to sleep and when you first wake up, your brain is in the state to where it's recording anything that's put to your mind. Like, that's why it's best to say affirmations in the morning or before you go. It was something that I seen, right? But if you waking up every morning and you looking straight at the news, and all you see is somebody dying and getting killed, or you just hearing people getting kidnapped, like, you just it's going to your subconscious mind. Like, yeah, we know that the world that we live in is wicked, but you don't need to be reminded of this every day that we live in. Like, just focus on your own reality. Focus on what you want to do, because life is beautiful. Yes, life is beautiful, but the reality that they trying to paint for us, it won't be beautiful. It's not gonna be beautiful at all. They want you to work your whole damn life. They want you to eat these shitty foods. We can't even smoke weed like we want to, because they want to fuck with the weed, fucking with the foods, all that shit. Like, and even they trying to fuck with the healthy food. Like, they trying to artificiate the vegan shit. Like, come on, we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing healthy. They always trying to change shit around, man. Like, and it's even worse, man, when you know all these things. Like, if you woke or you conscious or whatever, how you ever want to put it, and you try to put people on, or you try to talk to people about it, and it's like they be so dumbed down, they consciousness be lowered so much that like they don't even be aware of this shit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, it's TV shows out here that be putting truth in plain sight, right? Like I told y'all, like, on the news, half the people on the news probably not even human, right? And I remember it was one nigga on the news, he dead ass looked like a lizard. I ain't even gonna lie, like, I ain't gonna say he was green and all these colors and shit like that, but you could just see, like, it's all in the eyes. They say, like, the eyes is the seat of the soul, or you look into an eye, like, you look into somebody's eyes and you could tell if they got a soul or not. Like, like, anytime the news come on, I be looking at their eyes, and I be like, sometimes, like, these niggas, like, they don't, like, say, you see how I be moving and shit like that? These niggas, they be literally on the news. I'm reporting to you, they ass be still as fuck, like, they don't move. Like, the only thing that be moving on their face is their lips. They barely blink. And it's like, people, they just listen to what they saying, but they not actually looking at the whole thing. Like, nigga, you probably not even looking at a human being right now. You probably looking at a creature or something. Like I don't even remember when the last time I actually physically watched the news. It had it like a couple years ago. But anyway, like I was saying, it's a lot of shit that we do on a daily basis that actually hinders our relationship with God. Now, all my years, you know, in the black community, I'm just speaking for me. You know, in the black community, you know, we grow up in churches. It's a church on every neighborhood, whatever like that, right? And you know, when you have kids and stuff like that, it's not for you to, you know, bring them up how you was brought up, right? So, you know, I was brought up in church too, but I always fell asleep because I always felt like it was something wrong. You know, my pops always told me, you know, the pastors, they used to do funny shit behind closed doors and stuff like that. They be trying to use the money for their own benefits and shit like that. Now, I've actually experienced this shit with my own two eyes, but I ain't gonna talk too much about it. I'll probably mention that in another video. But I ain't trying to make this video too much longer. This bitch already like 16 minutes, all right? But what I was about to say is, you know, you don't have to go to church or, you know, stuff like that to build a relationship with God. Like you could come out here in nature. You could be anywhere and have a connection with God because God is within you. The real God is within you. Now I don't know all these other, you know. Come on, man. This is not. Come on, man. And it's like some that I was just thinking about too, right? Like, people want to talk about the Son of God this, the Son of God that, right? Now, I ain't trying to come on here. Now, I know I made videos about sun gazing and shit like that, right? But it's like the sun in the sky has a lot of benefits for us, right? And you know what's so crazy? Because back in the day, they say that, you know, Jesus walking on water, right? And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all though. It was a video that I seen of a nigga, he was imitating, you know, Jesus walking on water, right? And I had showed that to people who believe that Jesus walking on water, and they didn't believe it. A man was literally walking on water or something like that. Now, it could have been edited, it could have been, you know, photoshopped or whatever, right? But it's just the minds of people. Like, they'll believe a nigga that they never seen walked on water, but if I show you a physical man walking on water, they won't believe it, right? But it's just, you know, who's to say who? It probably was a nigga named Jesus that walked on water. They probably have it, but it's just some shit. Like, when you start to raise your consciousness, like, you will start to know what to believe and what not to believe, and like, some shit just sound foolish. Now, most of this stuff, now I ain't saying like getting in nature and the sun and stuff like that. All this stuff, it helps you, you know, connect with the source. It helps you connect with God, you know. Because whatever you feel like, God created the earth, whatever. All this stuff is natural. It's nothing man-made. I feel like anything that's natural comes from God. Because God is a natural source. It's the source of all life, right? So I would think that if you connecting with more natural elements of earth, you are connecting with God. At least that's me. Now, you know, my grandma, she told me I hope you're not believing in no sun God. I never said that I believe in the sun God, but it's just like, I believe that the sun is the son of God. Like, he whatever you feel like God is a person, an energy, a life force, whatever. All of these things, it's like the truth is in plain sight. It's right in front of our face. But it's like these people that run the matrix, like, it's like they'll tell you that the sun will give you all these bad things, the sun will do all these bad things to you. So you would never look at these things as through a positive lens, because they telling us you go blind, you get cancer and stuff like that. And that's right there, it'll poison your whole reality just like that. But you know, it's all about you, man. Whether or not you wanna. It's like, it's a lot of shit that we've been taught that's just a lie, man. Like, I remember always walking up the street, just walking home or just going somewhere. Like, I used to always wonder, like, what the fuck was trees for? Like, why are trees here? Like, what purpose do they serve here? Like, I'm like, what is these big ass trees doing right here? Like, they is just in the way. Right now, I come out here in nature damn near every day or when I can. Trust me, nature is not pointless, y'all. I'm telling you. They be trying to tear down trees to build houses and stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, it's better. I'm telling y'all. I done made a 20-minute video, man. When I be out here in nature, man, I just be talking, man. Like, the energy, the information just be flowing, man. But look, y'all, I'm telling you, God exists way more outside of religion, man. You could get a better connection. Now, I ain't saying that it is, you could get some type of foundation from the Bible and stuff like that, but it's like, you would just know when you start to raise your consciousness, you will start to know, man. You will start to know. Like, everybody history is different. Like, we all have a connection, but our connection is different. Everybody has a different connection. So we all can't now, nature is for everybody. Anybody will come out here in nature. Now, whatever the fuck they say about the sun, you could believe that or not, that's on you. But I'm telling you, the sun has benefits. Nature has benefits. Eating healthy has benefits. You know, all of these things that helps you build a connection, relationship with God. You know, everybody be looking outside of themselves, but never go within. The answers are within. Everything that you are experiencing is from within. So if you have a fucked up, if everything is fucked up within, your reality is gonna be fucked up. People always wonder why their reality is not aligned. That's because everything within you is not aligned. Whether you believe in chakras, whatever you feel like, what they call new age teachings or whatever you, trust me, this stuff is real, y'all. Like, if everything within you is not aligned, your reality is not gonna be aligned. Like, life is gonna be harder than what it can be if everything is not aligned. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna make this video too much long. I done already made a long video, you know. To be honest, I can make a very long video because, you know, the information never stops, y'all. You know, when you start to take care of yourself, man, you start to get new downloads and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm gonna make a separate video about the news. You know, I'm gonna go on detail about television and stuff like that. But most of y'all should know about that, man. Y'all should know about the news. It be programming, propaganda, fake, negative, all that shit. But I'm gonna go another video about that, man. But this is my truth about religion, man. Yeah, man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all be blessed, man. And take care of yourselves, man.